after me and then like fingered my ass as I was walking up the stairs. Like,
welcome to episode 3 of the Breeze and Bants podcast. Once again, you got Josh, and with me I've got
Bicker, hello.
DJ Bickrip in the mix, the BICRIP,
AKA Slim Chicken.
Cool. So obviously I've invited you along today. It's the first time you've done anything like this. How are you feeling?
To be honest, I'm like, I don't know. I'm pretty nervous, but now we're going. I don't feel too bad.
Cool. That's good. So as always, we come up with a few little sections to go through in segments today, and I tend to like to start off with something a little bit silly and strange, or just something to ease you into it. So what I've decided is, obviously I sent you a list of things, so I asked you if you could find like a weird fact or something to go through. Do you want me to start, or do you want to go? And we'll just...
You go first. Go on.
Right,
you
cool.
go with yours.
So this one actually icked me out a little bit. So the apples you find in the supermarket can be anything up to a year old. So they're picked between August and November, and then they're basically covered in wax and shit, and then stored.
Really?
Up to a year before they're put on the shelves.
So we're walking around eating mouldy apples. No wonder COVID-19 was born. Do you know what I mean?
Oh my god, yeah. So basically we're eating mouldy fucking apples. It's kind of gross, but I just thought, how do best before days work then? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fucking, like,
how does that work?
because if that's just apples, I always wonder like what else is like.
I think they do it with onions as well. I believe.
Dirty Tesco chickens at the back of Tesco's in the fucking little cooked chickens bit. They've been cooked for about 12 months. That's why they had to resort to that horse meat that time.
Everything you just said there, well, like what's coming through my head right now is like, do you know, remember like Asda price where they always used to tap their back pocket and know like, all that money we're making? I'm just like, that's Asda price.
That's the price. That's apples 12 months old price. Fuck yeah, I thought I was fucking minging though, I can't lie. He just wanted to play football.
No, and he sprinted after me and then like fingered my ass as I was walking up the stairs, like, and I just tried to leg it past my old manager and he
I read it and I was like, that can't be real. So I looked into it a little bit more and it turns out, yeah, it's real, but they cover it in shit as well to like keep them, for lack of a better term, fresh, although they're not fresh, which is, yeah, crazy.
So what do they do about like organic then? Like organic apples? And...
If you're telling me you believe about free range, organic and all that sort of shit, it's all bollocks.
I don't know. I do in a way, yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, so that's your fact. Okay, so this is my fact that I found, and I thought it was quite interesting. So, do you know heels? Obviously, ladies' heels.
What, as in like
high heels?
Yeah.
So, do you know like who invented them or why they were invented?
Wasn't it? I want to. I've heard this before. I swear, it was a bloke who invented them, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't. No,
or was it a woman for her husband? Or something?
No. It's mad. I was like, no way. So, around 3,500 before Christ, ancient Egyptian butchers wore heels to keep their feet clean. Vegetarians, hold your ears here, of animal blood. That's why.
Oh shit! Okay.
Heels were invented.
But they must have been modified because obviously the front of the heel now goes on to like the ground level, so they probably would have been like shelved at the front as well, so they would have been higher.
Yeah, I'm guessing so. Yeah.
Like a heeled sandal.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty mad. To be fair.
Yeah, that's nuts. Fucking Egypt's crazy. I was listening to a podcast today and it's like talking about the pyramids once again. Like just crazy. Like I still can't get my head around it. Like how they fucking made them is ridiculous.
And then what are they actually like?
Yeah.
No one really knows, to be fair.
No, they don't. It's just mad how like. But then again, in the pictures they look like perfect, don't they? But in reality, they're not. Like the stones aren't like.
No. I don't know.
From far away, they look like the perfect triangle. But if you're closer, the stones are like further in and out and shit. So they're not like the perfect picture you see. But the stones are still all like the perfect sort of squares and shit. But they don't look like that when on a close up.
Okay.
Like the stones aren't like smooth.
Yeah.
Like
well, no, because wouldn't they smooth at one point? That's just
fuck knows, to be honest with you.
Something like they were covered in something, I believe. If I may be wrong.
I reckon you're wrong. No, I don't know. Alright, cool. So, I got another one as well.
I've got one more as well.
This is fucking crazy as well. I haven't told Lena this. She'll probably have a heart attack. There was some scientific researchers that's once turned a live cat into a telephone.
What?
So they've sedated the cat.
Yeah.
Cut his head open. Put electrical wires into this fucking cat's head somehow. So she spoke through the cat's mouth and it's received on a telephone. What's he gonna do? He's called him out the first thing he said. What, you pussy?
Oh, that's mad.
Yeah, that's crazy, right?
Yeah.
That's taking like calling some pussy and to another new level.
Yeah.
I don't even know why. Why would you even try that? Like just to be a cunt? I feel like fucking up a cat today. What can I do? Turn it into a telephone? It's either that or I'm going to turn it into a cat fleshlight. Like...
Jesus, good job it went around during Dharma's era. Jeez, them poor kids have been like absolutely mutilated into like walkie-talkies or something like that.
Dharma the cat farmer.
Okay, so that's your second fun fact. So here is mine. So, did you know hitting your head against a wall for an hour will burn 150 calories?
That's where I'm going wrong.
I know.
Your kid's probably fine because he's at home like bang, 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 bang. He'll be skinny as fuck. That was all a part of my fitness journey. That's how it started. I just started whacking my head against the wall and woke up the next day like 2 pounds heavier and I just haven't stopped. Wrestlers
since.
don't actually fucking train in the gym. They just practice headbutting each other 24/7. What does that mean if a girl's giving a blowjob? How many is that an hour?
Jesus.
175.
I don't know. If it's me, you're about 10 calories and then I'm done.
The centimetre length.
Yeah. And that's being generous.
Oh my god. That's hilarious. Oh, right. Okay. That's banging. I'm going to start banging my head against the wall all the time. Oh. I was going to say, usually we do like a fucking, like, funny things that has happened during the week, or the funniest thing happened. It wasn't this week, to be fair, but I'm going to tell it anyway. So, obviously, me and Jamie do the same job, so, me and Bicker, sorry, we do the same job, so when we talk about certain things, you may not understand it, but, I went to site. That's basically a person's house. I'm sure you know that. Anyway, I went to site and I'm working in this like guy's back garden. He's got like a fucking summer house.
Right.
And he's got like 2 cats. And this guy's fucking fat as fuck. So I pull up outside his house, right? Look through his window. The first thing I see is like 20 Domino's boxes, right? And I'm like, right, this guy's gonna look like fucking Ed Kemper or something. Do you know what I mean? Massive cunt. And I rock in. He's like fucking 5 foot fuck all, but about 5 foot wide as well. He's huge. Anyway. He's like, oh, I gotta pop out for a bit. I gotta take the cat to the vets. Right. I'm like, right. So he's like struggling outside trying to catch this cat. He's sweating. It just reminded me when we're talking about the cat.
Yeah.
And he's got the cat. And he's got patio doors on the back. And he's trying to carry the cat through the patio doors. And he must usually go through it sideways. But he's walking through, the cat's kicked off, and he's turned straight and got stuck in the patio doors. And his wife's this skinny little thing, and I can't remember her name for the life of me. Let's call her Rita. But he's in there. Bearing in mind I'm behind him, he must be embarrassed as fuck. He's going, Rita, help me, Rita, I'm stuck in the door, Rita.
So what was she doing? Like running behind him, going?
No, she was
just jumping into him.
His hand from in the house, trying to pull him. And I'm stood behind him. I'm a guest, like working there, and I'm just going bright red. I don't know what to fucking do.
Yeah. Oh. Wow. What did you do? Just drop your stuff and said, you need to hand that in?
I just stood there like silent as fuck? Like, what do you do in that situation? Well, I just thought, like,
Oh, that's awkward.
how embarrassing is that? Like, genuinely, I can't remember
I would have
anything
gone out
that.
for the rest of the day.
Like, I've not ever had it. I can't imagine having anything that embarrassing. Like, I've never had anything that embarrassing. I guarantee you have. Go on.
Yeah, so like,
Go on.
So-
I can think of at least one or two stories.
Well, I've got a couple of stories. So like,
Actually,
like
let me cut in there because I'm going to tell a little story about how the first time I ever met Jamie's girlfriend, Bicker's girlfriend.
Go on then.
So I used to go at my nan's all the time on a Friday.
Right.
And I'm over at a field opposite, and I'm playing football with my mates. So I'm fucking thirsty, and I used to stay at yours every Friday, and like obviously, your room on Fridays was basically my room, and I fucking ran upstairs, and I've gone to come in the room, and you haven't locked the door, and I've opened the room, and your missus is on her knees, sucking your dick, and the best bit about it is, all you do is you look at me and go, "Do you want to go?" We've got a fucked up family.
and you didn't.
No,
How
I didn't. It's a shame, really.
Yeah, but anyway, where we was with the stories, like, so I could think of two. So like, one was my very first day at my job. Like, I was working with a couple of old employees. Like,
What, your current job?
at my current job.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So my first day on the job, like buzzing to go out. Like three of us crammed into this like Citroen Berlingo looking like sex lives with like the Potato Men, like just absolutely volleying it down to, I think it was like Eastbourne or somewhere like that. It's like a 3-hour drive. I get out like buzzing to start the job. Anyway, I'm drilling my first hole like to run a cable, yeah. And I'm there, drill the hole, banging perfect, like feed the cable rod through, and I'm working in the care home.
Right.
So obviously, care homes, you obviously old residents and that.
So cable rod goes through the drill hole to the other side. So
yeah,
you can tie the cable to it
and pull it out.
Yeah, yeah.
So anyway, I pushed the cable rod through with the cable on, and turn around. I'm in the tiniest office, and I mean tiny office. And I turn around, I was like, I smell shit. What the fuck is going on here? And just say there's this guy, Dave, right? Dave stood like 2 foot away from me with his hand smothered in shit, pointing his finger. And the managers looked behind me as well, going, I don't know, what, like, say, Sally, come and get him! And I'm there, like, nearly vomiting. And, like, this is day one of the job. I must have loved it because I've been here, like, 5 years. So, like, that was day one. I was like, yeah, this has got me hooked. This has got me hooked. But, yeah, it's mad, like. And then, what was another one? Another one was another care home, like. I was down in Plymouth with an old employee who no longer works there, and he was actually my manager at the time. And this care home, they need help in that. They're not so old, they need help. And anyway, this geezer like clocks me as I'm walking through the door, and my old manager's like walking up, like we walk in, and he's walking up the stairs. And like I start walking behind him, and this geezer sprints after me.
Yeah, I've had that happen to me.
And he sprinted after me, and I was like, "What the fuck is going on here?" He sprinted after me with like this. He had a football under his top as well, like under his top.
He just wanted to play football.
No, and he sprinted after me, and then like fingered my ass as I was walking up the stairs, like, and I tried to leg it past my old manager, and he slowed down so he could do it even more. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? I felt violated.
I had that happen to me not long ago. There was matey boys at the top of the stairs, and he's one of these people. It's a similar care home, but it's for people with like learning difficulties, special needs, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And he's like an aggressive like person.
Right.
Like, his disability is for some, I don't know what it is, but part of it is aggression.
Yeah.
And he stood at the top of the stairs, and I've come to the bottom of the stairs, and he's spotted me. And the worker, all they've said is run. I fucking ran through this home. And they're like, lock yourself in a room, lock yourself in a room. So I found this cupboard and just shut the door, and I'm stood in there for like 10 minutes. I can hear all the crashing and someone fucking going mad outside. And then I've had to just wait. And they knock on the door like a little tap, like, you can come out now, Josh. And I'm like, thanks. I was like, I'm not going back upstairs, just so you know.
Jesus.
Yeah, we got some crazy shit happens in our job.
Yeah.
But like other awkward things that happen to me is like other things like that make me feel anyway about the story that we're talking about. Like that geezer stuck on the door is like when like I was having sex one time with a bird and I said the wrong bird's name.
Oh, yeah, that's
I've had that happen, which actually like leads directly on to the next thing I was actually going to talk to you about, which I haven't actually mentioned to you, but I put a thread up on Reddit saying what made you stop and leave mid-sex. So this is what the answers are. Some of them are fucking cracking. Obviously you've got all the basic ones. That are just like fucking her dad walked in or his dad came upstairs, anything like that. But one of them was the girls he kept saying my ex did it this way and she used to kiss me there. Kind of lost my groove and left. Imagine.
Shit. What's like
this one. She goes, no, he says, I was fucking this girl and she says, fuck me like my daddy did. And he's put, I did not proceed to fuck her like her daddy did. I left.
Oh, that's brilliant.
And then we were on LSD and she turned into a skeleton. Just off your head tripping. It's like, but that must be fucking nuts. If you do like a proper like, what are they, hallucinogenic?
Yeah.
And you're starting shagging and something, and like they turn into like a fucking mushroom or something.
Stephen Hawking's like,
fuck me harder. But like, there's so many things, but it's hilarious. And one of them's like, a woman I had only just started seeing mid-sex demanded I punch her in the face. Like, please leave bruises and punch me in the face. He's put. Not gonna lie, that sounds like the start of a false rape accusation.
I'm not being weird or anything, but I was like proper like I was into that. Like
yeah, I'm into that, but like I suppose if you've only just started seeing a bird,
yeah,
like you don't know really what your boundaries are and who she is. Like, imagine, like, obviously, if you just met a bird on a night out.
It's like I started doing that, yeah.
Yeah, and then the next day she's like, oh, you beat me up. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, you, I was saying to, like, Mason the other week, like, basically, especially on a night out, if you meet a girl and it's, like, the one time, there's, like, so much that you can, I suppose, not do, or that you have to be so trusting in the bird.
Yeah.
Like,
that's true.
Not wearing a condom, what they ask for, if you mark them. Like, I know boys who have literally slept with a bird on a night out fully consensual, and then the next day they got the police at their door. And it's like, they're saying it wasn't consensual, which, to be fair, technically, if someone's drunk, I suppose you can't really consent to anything.
No.
You're both sort of entering like a, for lack of a better term, binding verbal contract. Yeah. But it's like at work, if you're in a verbal contract, what does that mean? Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you're literally saying, yeah, we're doing it. And then you're trusting that other person to not fucking say this or that, which is fucking nuts.
Yeah, it is.
There's
it's scary.
So much of that out there.
Yeah, but it's only like now. That never used to be the thing. It's only like, I don't know.
I suppose females now feel more inclined, not inclined, but they feel like they can do a lot more. They're more believed.
Yeah.
Like, I suppose there's like a lot of stories as well where like I always think like, you think about old serial killers, I know it's completely different, but the amount of times it was like prostitutes that they were murdering or fucking assaulting, and they get away and they go to the police and the police never believed them because they were a hooker.
Yeah, no,
like,
that's true.
All that sort of stuff. So like, women, I suppose, have come a long way in a sense where when they go to the police, they're taken more seriously. So that's probably what it's kind of down to. But also, I suppose it just wasn't in the public eye as much either. Like 24-hour news now, we've got social media.
Yeah.
Like the news is
That's
way
it.
bigger, all
It
that
is.
sort of thing. So that's what I would put it down to. But it's just fucking crazy, like some of the shit that like you see nowadays. Like it's dangerous to like. Life's great. Like we live in a fucking great world, but at the same time, so much of it is just falling apart. Like in America, have you heard about the fucking schools? So basically, this is gonna be my weird news story I found. No, my weird, I can't remember, a weekly news story or something. But anyway, in America, so like I'm all for like LGBTQ. You know, you be what you want to be. It's absolutely fine.
Yeah.
But in the States, in schools in California, they have just reached a rule that they're putting dog bowls outside of classrooms. So you know, like furries and stuff like that. So that like a furry, you know, people who like go to like conventions and pretend they're animals.
Oh no!
Right, there's like these furry conventions. So basically, people believe they're animals. They go to these conventions, and for that day, they're an animal, and like they meet up, and they're like, if they're dogs, they hump and shit, and they piss on the carpet. It's fucked up. They eat out of bowls, but people are believing they're animals now. Like I was born to be an animal. So in California,
fucked up.
they've said they believe they're born to be a dog. So the schools are actually putting dog bowls outside of the classrooms. So these kids who are not even 16,
Right.
who believe they're dogs and are being labelled as a dog because of all this LGBTQ stuff, it's gone way too far in some aspects. So the teachers have to abide by treating them like a dog. So when they want a drink, they have to go outside the classroom door to this bowl on all fours and lick out of the fucking bowl.
Sounds like it's gone barking mad, you know what I mean? No pun intended.
That's a really rough situation. So yeah, I just thought it was fucking crazy. Like,
But like, what? How the fuck are the teachers?
I don't know how they've got it. Let it go to this.
Like, how have they let it go to that?
Like male and female.
Because to be honest, if I was still in school, because I was a little shit in school, would I be a caterpillar? Yes, I would. Would I be a butterfly? Probably, just to get out of school.
That's the thing.
But
where does it stop?
Yeah.
Because what, you go to school, I'm a dog. Okay, cool. I can't learn anything if I'm a dog. Woof woof.
Yeah.
You may as well never go to school. Like kids are getting thicker as it is, really. With all social media, they're believing like they're trying to do the wrong things or following the wrong things. So like the fact that people pretend to be dogs, like what the fuck?
Like that shit's just fucked up.
I know America's like 10 times anything else. Don't get me wrong. Like in the States.
Yeah, but you say that though. I went to a customer about 4 months ago. Exactly like she said. Her daughter's like having to go to school, and she's having to sit next to a person that's like a broccoli or something. I can't remember. Like she's pretend like she said her kid's like having to sit next to someone who is classing themselves
identifying as a broccoli.
Yeah, like what the fuck is that about?
Wasn't there's a fucking YouTube video like years ago about a broccoli man, I swear.
Oh yeah, there was.
Yeah.
There was, yeah.
Man, he thought it was a broccoli, right? And it was in America. Yeah, that's like years old.
And he went on like GMTV or whatever. Like,
yes,
it was, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he went
he
in this
did.
morning, wasn't it, or something like that? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And it was was it Piers Morgan?
It was Piers
And he
Morgan.
fucking ripped into him, didn't he? It's fucking nuts. I love Piers Morgan. He's so good. But America's fucked up. Like, you've got to think, like, even the whole P. Diddy thing, what a transition, Josh. Well in. What the P. Diddy thing is crazy. I actually had this written down to talk about. It's fucking, have you heard like about it? Have you like looked into it?
Yeah,
have
I
you
heard
seen
about
50
it,
Cent's Instagram? When you're next on Instagram, just look at 50 Cent's Instagram. He's got posts just about P. Diddy calling him paedophile.
Yeah, but they're all at it. All of them.
It's nuts. But like, so on 50 Cent's Instagram, he's like got videos like of like there was one video of like P. Diddy sat next to Mike Tyson at this news conference, right? And he like, imagine he sat next to someone and like quite close, and he puts his hand like next to Mike Tyson, but like just tries to scoot it under his bum, and Mike Tyson just picks up his hand, moves it to the side, and sits at the other side of the sofa.
I'm surprised he didn't try and pick it up and take a chunk out of it. his next part of his edibles, like
it's not just Evander. It's fucking nuts. But like all the people coming out and stuff, because what is it, Meek Mill as well? Was it Meek Mill? They believe like they were little like
bumming.
Yeah, bumming,
Literally.
fucking each other.
Yeah.
It's weird. Like if you're gay, just be gay.
Yeah.
Like just be gay. We're in like what it's 2024. You don't have to hide it.
No.
Do you know what I mean? If like, I'm sure you know gay people. I know gay people. Like, it's although it shouldn't have recently been, it's way more socially acceptable now. Like, a bigger percentage of people that you meet are openly fucking gay, bisexual, lesbian,
that's
which
just
is
the
fine
norm now, isn't it?
Which is good, but like, you got. It's not the fact that he's gay that's the problem, though. It's the fact it was young little boys that he was hiding in his home, doing it to, which is fucking like.
He's ringing up Kelly, going, "Can I borrow yours tonight?" Like doing swapsies, like they're Pokemon cards. Like,
R. Kelly, I've got a Bieber. Can you give me a Jaden Smith? It's fucking nuts. So like, and it's so obvious. So you think, right? Look at it this way. Puff Daddy. His name. Puff Daddy. Puff Daddy. Right? Mm-hmm. I feel like he's giving people signs, yeah? Puff Daddy. P. Diddy. It's basically may as well say paedophile. P. Diddy. Pedo.
P. Daddy?
Yeah, like, it's fucking, like, just call me Puff.
Mm-hmm.
You may as well say Puff. Like, I think he was giving signs. So he could go to court and be like, well, I was telling you, bro. I'm not going to get anything off my sentence, but just so you know, I was completely open about this. Yes, I was fucking kids in my house. I did try to tell you I was Puff Daddy. Call me Daddy.
Yeah.
Call me Daddy. It's like, but he's fucked off, hasn't he? I think he fucked off to a country where they can't get him.
I believe so, yeah, because all of his house and everything was searched. Like,
see how many cameras? He had like over 100 cameras in his house for recording it. So he's got videos of everything.
Yeah, see, the sick fucks.
It's Epstein Island, man.
Yeah, it is.
It's Epstein all over
you watch
again.
how many more will come out.
Yeah, like enough rappers have come out already and said, like, there was one guy who was on the news and he was like, yeah, my nephew went and done an internship for him and all this, and basically he said, if you don't come and spend the night with me, you're sacked. And the mate was like, okay, bye. Just like, see you later. Like, I'm not gonna get fucking molested.
Well, it was that Cat Williams that not long ago. He was on that podcast and he goes about like having his like anal virgin arse or something like that.
Yeah,
he didn't want to sell it to like Hollywood.
Yeah, it's
like,
fucked up.
And he's the one that started the thing with P Diddy and that, wasn't it?
Well, it's like I watched that thing the other day about Nickelodeon.
Oh yeah, I watched
Drake
that.
and Josh.
I watched that.
It's nuts, isn't it?
Yeah.
So like,
it's crazy.
The guy from Drake and Josh was like the creator of the all the shows on there was
Dan Schneider.
Yeah, Dan Schneider. He's like basically.
It wasn't Dan Schneider. It was, but it wasn't. It was the other guy. It was a group of them.
Yeah, so Dan Schneider was just very sort of like very anti-Semitism, very like against women, and he was a bit of a womanizer, like getting people to massage him and shit. But it was his employees. He employed like 4 paedophiles, and there was no checks. And like he was good friends with these people, and like one of them obviously was seriously molesting Drake from Drake and Josh and shit. But it's like all the videos. Did you see the one with Ariana Grande where she's trying to get water out the bowl?
Yeah.
She's led on the bed backwards, cleavage showing, like, give me the water, daddy. Like, what the fuck? This world is so mad. It's crazy. It's hot.
And like when you look back at it, you like think, fuck.
Yeah, like you used to watch that and be like, sound. Like,
God, if I watch that now, I'll be rewind.
If only I could go back to being 15.
Yeah.
You would though, wouldn't you? Like as a 15-year-old, like 16-year-old, you'd be.
But you didn't even like realise like how like many like actors like of like how like far they've come, like Ariana Grande.
I didn't even know she was in fucking Nickelodeon, to be fair.
No.
And like,
and then there's the other, but all of them are
the
all
girl who was
up.
in She's the Man. The bird in there, they were talking about the girl. It was one of the big talking points.
She's like gone off
she's
grid,
like Britney Spears, basically. She's fucked.
She's off grid. Yeah, they're all
it's
fucked.
Nuts, but especially
they've all turned to alcohol and drugs.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. Like, and you see like all these like obviously it's different, but like homeless people, drug addicts, alcoholics. Like obviously you walk past them in the street and you think, what the fuck have you done? But you don't know what's happened.
You don't actually know.
Like,
never judge a book by its cover because you really don't know, and you really don't know when you're gonna be like, if you're ever gonna be in that position either. Yeah. So I just think
100%. Like, it only takes one slip up, doesn't it? Really, to be fucking like tomorrow I could walk into work and be sacked, and then what am I gonna do? It's hard. Like jobs these days aren't exactly easy to come by. And I'm paying for this place, so they got a newborn and stuff. Within a few weeks, I could be depressed and down in the dumps, start drinking all the time, doing drugs and all that. Like, it's a slippery slope. But I think a lot of people are so blind to actually what's going on, like the economy, the world in itself. So many people are so blind to it that they don't fucking like take it in or like understand that they're very lucky.
Yeah.
Like
No,
so many people are
lucky,
so lucky. Like it's fucking crazy.
If you got like family and all that sort of stuff, like people just think like take that shit for granted because they don't know how.
100%, 100%. But like, oh, excuse me. So yeah, that's like sort of things like that, which is just fucking. They are crazy. So I'll kind of carry on the thread that I did last week as well. So what's basically the craziest story that you've encountered at work? So basically the first dance was nice try HR. You're not gonna fall. And then someone's replied, a colleague I know was sacked for watching bestiality porn at work. That's funny enough. She'd already had 2 warnings. This was the third time she'd been caught. Take it home, love. Take it home. Like, it's like, do you remember that Mr. Hands video?
No.
There's a guy called Mr. Hands. And he basically just used to record himself getting fucked by horses. And put it on YouTube, and he died getting fucked by a horse. He ruptured his arsehole.
Jeez. What a pain in the arse that is. I've seen the guy like. Did you ever see the video popping around like the guy fucking the chicken?
Yeah.
Like what the fuck? Like makes you want to do that?
Someone saw us and he's clucking mad.
Yeah.
You can tell we're both parents. Bad jokes. The store manager at my last retail job recorded a sort of teaser / promo video for her OnlyFans in the store. Literally had her ass cheeks out in front of the shampoo bottles on the shelf. It was a small store.
Bloody hell.
It was a small store too. So someone definitely could have seen her recording it. A female co-worker who follows her on OnlyFans showed it to me a few weeks after she posted it. So she probably didn't even know that they were doing fucking OnlyFans.
And there's old Sharon going around cleaning the aisles and
she's sat there in the middle of the aisle, squirting all the fucking shampoo over her bappy.
Now milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. Damn right, it is better than yours.
I can teach you what I have to charge. Speaking of charging, it's £10 on my OnlyFans. Like fucking hell. And then oh, this guy's put. I worked at a restaurant that was pretty much staffed by drug addicts and felons. Then the odd teenager that was probably absolutely fucking terrified but really needed the money. There was a shower because it was in a There was a shower because it was in a huge office building, and I don't know what it used to be, but it has a full locker room behind the kitchen. Sometimes people would literally just fuck in there.
What?
So basically, in this office, they've obviously rented out an office block, and they've got a better showers. And he's saying that basically people just used to go in there and just shag in there on their breaks.
Oh, the smell. It's been beautiful.
They eventually had to shut the shower down
Because it wasn't clean enough. What?
because after catching the first people, within a week they'd had 12 incidents.
Fucking hell.
So how does the word not get round the office? Just so you know, don't shag in the showers. The boss is going around. It takes 12 more people than to say, actually no, we're getting the showers removed. Like, I love shagging, but guess what? I ain't going that much. Like, if I'm going to shag somewhere, like it's like you go dogging, you go to a dogging spot. The police come the first time, you don't go back to that dogging spot. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, fuck. I fucking love Reddit. It's so good.
Speaking about like that last story there, though, like
Go on.
about like going to the dogging spot, like so, obviously we live near Stonehenge, so
Yep.
but you know you can go through our town to join that the main road near Stonehenge.
Yeah. Join 303.
Joins the 303.
Yeah.
So there used to be that little bit on the right hand side, like you used to be like if you was going up the 303, it would, in Stonehenge Road was rammed. You could be cut off and come back through our town and go through the other bit.
Yeah.
So basically, I was doing it there once, And there's me in a little Ford Fiesta, right? getting a good old ride in, and the next minute I know I'm getting beep beep beep, oh yeah, and I'm there like because it was in the day, like.
What have you done in the daytime?
I was doing it in the day, like these cars were like they would stop. I didn't give a fuck, like, but they were going beep beep, oh yeah. So what the fuck? There's me quickly get back into me Fiesta seat and fuck off like Mr. Bean, like.
I used to go with car barracks all the time, and to be fair, I say you don't go back to the same place. Car barracks is a big place. There's loads of turn-offs. I must have been caught 4 times in different places in car barracks. Like squaddies just banging on the window.
Really?
Yeah. I'm just like, yep, sorry.
What's your ticket number, mate? What's your ticket number?
It's like when you used to go out fucking spinning your cars around up there as well on the square of car barracks. We always used to get chased by the fucking army. But that's what it's like living near a military town's fucking nuts. It's just like our neighbour the other day actually. Like obviously he's in the military, and he's a African American gentleman, a black gentleman.
Yeah.
And he's been like driving home, so because like basically what happened was a police car pulled in and the sirens are going fucking nuts, and I'm like, alright, cool. So I look out the window, obviously as you do, but we're in a square block, so like you can just see everyone looking out the window. So it's like a fucking episode of Big Brother or something. And you see this like police car pull up, and like basically they're doing all this shit. But next thing you know, like fucking 4 more police cars come up with their sirens on for one man. He's not a big man. He's not being violent. And basically, they breathalyze him. Nothing wrong.
Right.
They check his tyre tread. Nothing wrong. They search his car. Nothing wrong. Like, they literally do. They've done everything they can to try and incriminate this man, to try and pin him for something. Because he was doing 35 in a 50.
Oh, so he's going too slow.
You can go too slow. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know you could go too slow. But the dude's fucking out there. His wife's crying. He's in fucking, like... Panicking.
Yeah.
They don't speak great English. So they don't actually understand what the police are saying. So the police are saying, do you understand like 5 times? And he's like, no. Well, I wouldn't understand either. And I'm fucking fully fluid in the English language. Like, why the fuck are you pulling me over for going too slow? But like, they've given him a ticket. He's got to go to court as well.
Has he?
Yeah. Because he was going too slow.
Yeah. That'll probably get thrown out because that's just muggy.
Now, obviously, my partner's from the States, so her first thing is it's because he's a black gentleman.
Yeah.
Which I've never like really looked at anything like that and thought, oh yeah.
Yeah, but that's just like...
it was so obvious.
Yeah. That's just massive in London as well. It's fucking wrong.
Like, I've not seen anything like that, like personally, like where I thought that is super like racist or prejudice until then. And I'm one of these people like, I really wanted to do something, but I'm not a doer. I should have. Like, I wanted to go down there and be like, is everything okay? Can I help? Just to the geezer.
But you never know, you could have got nicked.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah, that's it. Because if I would have gone down, I didn't know where I stood either. Because if I've gone down and been like, do you need any help? And like, they asked why, and I'm like, because he clearly can't understand you. And I feel like you're being, because of the colour of his skin, you've brought 5 cars. I'm being the racist one. Because I'm seeing it that way. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So then they might have turned on me, and the police being like, why are you being prejudiced?
Yeah.
Like, and then it's on me.
Yeah.
But I just couldn't believe how many fucking police cars and what they were looking for and all this. I was like, what the fuck? Like, it was like, it was so beyond me, and I was like, it's fucking... Yeah.
It sounds like he's never been done either before by the way he was acting.
Don't get me wrong, his driving is horrendous. He can't park to save his fucking life. Even when the police were here, he went to park and he parked in the middle of 2 spaces. So, like, I can see why they might, like, you know. But, like, fucking hell. Have a bit of, like, decency, you know? Like, read the room. It's like, I don't go into fucking... up to fucking Conor McGregor in the street and say, go fuck yourself, would I? No, because I know who he is. Read the room. Like, fuck. I was like, it was beyond me. And especially how everyone was looking as well.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure I spoke to a couple of the people, and they all felt the same way. They all said the exact same thing. Like, it's so obviously prejudice. And I would have gone down there and been like, can I take your badge number? Like, they don't know to ask these things.
Yeah. I
would have recorded it. Like, with the police nowadays, you've got to record it. Take your badge number.
And they seem shit themselves.
What's your name?
Do that.
Because they're recording you, so why aren't you recording them?
Yeah.
You know, because as much as they've got we got a body cam, that's for their protection, not ours.
No.
So they can cut whatever they want out. Look how easy it is to edit video and audio on this.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying all police are bad. I know some police officers. Some of my friends from school become police officers, and I'm sure they are sound. But there's also a lot of people who are very narrow-minded and, quite frankly, fucking cunts. And I'm not a big fan of the police. They can all suck a fat dick, because the amount of times I used to get pulled as a kid. Like, one time I was literally leaving a girlfriend's house. I was riding up Holders Road, and I'm wearing a black jumper and just jeans, and I'm walking out the road, and I'm like what, 17? So I've got my headphones in, hood up. I used to be a bit of a goth, didn't I? So you know what I was like.
Corn hoodie.
Yeah, like a Slipknot on repeat. Like, I felt the air rise up in me, inside my shower, waiting. I cut my wrist. No, but yeah. Anyway, I'm walking up Holders Road, and I'm like, fucking. Next thing you know, I just see blue lights, and I take my headphones out. And the fucking police van's next to me, pulled me over. Why are you pulling me over? Because you're a white male in a black hoodie. Okay, cool. We suspect you have drugs on you. Okay, cool. Can you get in the van, please? Why? No. We need to search you. Mate, I was like fucking under 18 and they fully cacked me off and searched me in my pants. I don't know what to do. I was like, what the fuck? And the funny thing is, the guy they were searching for, I knew him as my mate.
Oh, really?
Because I went and spoke to him a couple of days later, and I was like, mate, I got pulled. And they were like, oh yeah, it's because I was buying some weed off someone and the police came and I ran. I was like, what were you wearing?
Shit.
And he's like, tell me what he was wearing. And it was the same thing.
So...
But I'm like, I was fucking, like, from what I know where he was, I was a good 20, 30 minute walk away.
So they've obviously just seen the first person.
And it's
looked,
like,
yeah.
They're very, like, some of them are very lazy. So it's like, just sometimes I feel like, go have a fucking donut.
Big Baz, the police officer, can't be fucked to go out on foot. Yeah. So he's like, stopping the fucking first person.
And he's like, if I would have had anything on me, they would have just been like, yeah, it's him.
Yeah.
Like, obviously I didn't have anything on me because I don't do that. Like, but what I'm saying is, like, they could have got lucky. Be like, yeah, we've caught him. Yeah. See you later. Newspaper, drug dealer. Like, no, like, fuck off.
Criminal conviction, game over.
But... So you hear about that fucking matey boy who stabbed that woman as well. This woman's pushing her baby through the town in a pushchair, and he's gone up to her and killed her, stabbed her in the street.
When? Whereabouts?
Local. I don't know how local. I think it's like within like a 2-hour radius, and he's done it, like, for no reason.
Got out, stabbed someone, fucked up.
Yeah, and just this, like, toddlers just seeing their mum die in front of them.
Fuck. Like,
in England, like outside of London.
Yeah.
Like,
well, it's probably like Birmingham, somewhere like that. I don't know.
Nah, it's not that far. Because when I read it, I was like shocked. You know, like when you like read something, you're like, oh, let me Google it actually real quick. Cause I want to know now. Man stabs woman pushing pushchair.
Probably what, Swindon?
Man arrested after woman pushing pram is stabbed to death. Right, where is this? I need to find out where this is because it's really fucking me off. Named as a suspect. She was 27, the guy was 25.
So young.
Yeah.
It's probably like an ex or something that's done that.
Was arrested on Saturday. She walked down the street with her child.
What, and she's...
Aylesbury.
Yeah, that's not far. Where is that?
No, I don't even think that's far away. I can believe it. Like, what the fuck is that? It's an hour and a half away, and it's literally near in between Oxford and Milton Keynes.
Oh, right.
But that's an hour and a half away.
Fuck, imagine that. Just
like,
imagine just seeing that as well, though.
Even, yeah, it's like a street.
Like just a stranger walking down. Like, you'll be scarred for life.
100%. Like,
and it's like. Or shit like that, but also like imagine like I know it's changing the subject a bit, but obviously train drivers, like when people jump out in front of them.
Yeah, you're like, fuck. Before I forget, actually, speaking of people committing suicide, there's a woman in one of the places where they've legalized neuterizing, where you basically can get killed.
Oh yeah.
She's 25 years old, has no physical issues. She says she's got depression.
Or she going to Switzerland, one-way ticket.
Yeah.
Really?
She lives in one of these countries.
Yeah.
She has a husband and kids, and she's been accepted.
What?
They're going to scientifically, medically induce her death. How the fuck is that allowed to happen before taking every step? She's basically gone, I know depression is a serious thing that some
Yeah.
people suffer, and I'm not like putting a down on anyone who suffers with depression at all.
No.
But
because that shit's real.
the newspaper made it sound like she's gone into them and been like, "Yeah, I feel pretty sad. I want to die." Like they haven't like they must have done like background checks, all this sort of stuff. But it's not like they've gone, "Okay, try this therapy.
Yeah.
Maybe go into like a fucking rehab, or like just like a home for the like mentally unstable or something like that to try and sort your shit out." Because it might be like a simple thing that you can talk to somebody and talk through it. Instead, they're just we'll inject you and kill you. Don't worry about it. You know, if it worked for... you know what I mean? Fuck me. I couldn't fucking believe it. Like, they're treating these people like they treated fucking... Who was that serial killer Zac Efron played? Fucking Ted Bundy. If it worked for Bundy, it'll work for you. Good, you're really sad. Like, fuck. Like, I get it. Like, let's say you're a nugget. Right? You got no arms, no legs. Let's say you got no arms or no legs, right? Dark humour joke.
I actually got a story about that.
Can't wait to get cancelled. But like, imagine you got no arms, no legs, right? I've not got a life. My life's really hard. I want to die. Fine.
Yeah.
If that's how you feel,
or blind or something.
yeah, blind. It's
well, with the no arms, no legs.
But like, you know, you don't really have a life. And if you are not a nugget, but if you've got no arms or no legs and you're listening, you're probably not, because, you know. But I'm not saying that you have no life, but I'm saying if you felt that way, I'd understand it. You know?
Yeah.
But like, not someone who's just like, again,
foot perfectly fine, like doing handstands, like
literally, you go do a backflip on a trampoline, but you feel sad on a Tuesday. Fucking hell, mate! Like,
you just go and see that me from that site there where you went with all them Domino's box and get Domino's off that chair, alright.
Get yourself a Domino's 2 for Tuesday.
Yeah.
No, but like, listen, she might be severely depressed and it might be really affecting her life. But if you've got a husband and 2 kids, are still fucking selfish.
Yeah,
that's facts as well.
Yeah,
like,
you don't leave a kid behind. You do everything to
100%. And then you got a story about a nugget.
Oh yeah, so
there's one time at band camp.
No. So it was about me mum and dad, actually.
I love these ones. Go on, then.
So like, obviously, my mum and dad, like, back in the day, used to be like into the bit of the old swinging and that, like a bit of the old.
So what you said is my nan and granddad used to go to swingers clubs.
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
So basically, I remember them telling me a story. They was like, "Oh, Jamie like sat me down, like not like it was like a nighttime story or anything. They like sat me down,
6 years old in bed, and they're like, here's story time. There's one time
I'm there on the vinegar stretch going, please don't stop. So like they went to they were telling me they went to a swingers club with their friends, and anyway they go into like this dark room and that, and
did they put the keys in the fishbowl? Was that actually a thing?
I don't know, I didn't ask that bit.
I'm asking, I'll text him in a minute. Granddad. You sexually promiscuous cunt.
Anyway, like, so they're in this dark room and they've gone with their friends who you know, yeah. And anyway, the friends, he's led down, and he's quite a tall geezer, and he's got a massive fucking Corey, apparently. Big old chozzer on him. Right. And next minute I know, they're in this dark room, little old, don't know, some woman comes like hopping onto him or something like that, my mum was saying. Right. And, anyway, he's there like, she's on top and he's fucking giving it. So she's like, fuck me, she's a bit off balance. No.
Right, anyway.
He's going, so he's like, fucking hell, what's she wiggling around a bit? Turns on the light, she's fucking got no fucking arms and like one leg or something like that.
She's like, just like holding
now, like, come on, like. And he's there, like, fucking absolutely pounding away, and she's fucking, no wonder she's off balance, like. Fucking, you spin my head right.
Now, equality and everything is fine with like disabilities and stuff, but is he within his right to say, "What the fuck, get off"? Like, or would he be frowned upon? Because I'd be like, "Oh, bitch, hop along." Yeah. You know what I mean?
Do like a South Park kick. The yeah.
Was this guy with a massive cock? Was he really tall and skinny?
Yeah.
What is it with tall and skinny people having fucking
absolutely
long
massive ones?
Like, a lot of it, like, someone says to me, like, oh, this guy, like, I know a kid, and he's, a kid, not a kid, an adult.
Yeah.
And he's, like, tall, slim. Everyone says he's got a massive chopper, and I'm sat there thinking, are they, like, measuring it against his, like, leg size, or what? Is it actually not that big? No. Are they just, like, looking at it in body proportion? But then, I don't know, I'm just thinking,
but then we know someone who used to work for us when he was, and he's got a big old collar.
Yeah, but again, skinny, not super tall, but you know.
Yeah.
And then I also know some larger people, and their cocks are like fucking half an inch long. Not speaking about you yet.
Really selling myself here. Really selling myself.
You've lost a lot of weight as you losing weight and it getting longer.
I'm like, fucking hell, there's foreskin. Mum, like, Mum, I can see it.
Can I come to one of them parties now?
Invite me. I'll tell you another funny story. Actually, this happened to me like literally 2 days ago. So, obviously, you know, like when I'm like, if I'm like busting to go for like a toilet.
Yeah, we've had one of the stories on the pod.
The episode. Obviously, I'm like, if I'm driving along and I need to fucking go for a slosh, I don't know. I don't know. I'm doing a 20-minute trip. I ain't stopping at no garage. Yeah. I'm getting a Lucasade bottle out and going in that. Anyway, it happened when I had my two youngers in the car, yeah?
Oh, right, okay.
And I thought, they're only, 4, you won't know what's going on. Anyway, I arrived back to the house and that. Was it yesterday or the day before? Yesterday or the day before, anyway. And I'm like there, pulled up, and next minute, she's outside going, what the fuck? And I'm like, I couldn't hear what she was saying. I could see her like mouthing action to me. She was like,
you're talking about your missus, right? Yeah.
She was like going mental, and I was like, what's going? It's all fucking your fault. It's all your fault. Jonas, my younger boy. He's only gone and fucking pissed in a bottle in the house, in a Fanta bottle, and she's coming outside with this bottle in her hand.
She hasn't drank it.
Fucking your fault, no. I'm like, shit. So yeah,
don't take parent advice from Becca.
Exactly, don't take parent advice from Becca. But yeah, I was like, fuck.
Yeah, they just want to be like their daddy.
I know. It's I was like, fucking hell.
I suppose they're at the age now.
I walked in, he's like, I did it, Daddy, I did it. And I'm like, fuck.
Got me in trouble, you cunt. Get to bed. It's mad though, isn't it? Like what they actually take in. Like,
yeah, I know. When I didn't think anything of it.
No, you won't, will you? Like, you're not gonna like. I suppose, like in a sense, obviously, I'm not at that stage yet. Gray's only like 8 months old, but like, I suppose at some points you're like, they should just know. Like, you should know not to do that. In your head, you're like, oh yeah, they should know. Like, they should know. Not to have
then there's me going, I definitely should know what. And they're just there going.
Like, I suppose it's like a story as you tell me though. Like, fucking the amount of times we're on the phone, you're like, just give me 2 seconds, just pissing in a bottle. What are you doing with that? Don't worry, I'll just pour it out my window. Free screen wash. Like, fucking hell. Like, every time I'm on the phone, it's like, yeah, give me 2 seconds. Next thing I got a picture of a fucking log on the side of the road. You're like, oh, that was such a nice shit.
No, but like, that's only like desperate measures.
That's not desperate measures, is it? Tell me about the desperate measures in the lunchbox.
So there was a desperate measure, and I mean like desperate measure. Like, I was. Hopefully none of my work listeners do this. But anyway, I was
when he shares this on Facebook.
I was like, got a job in Bristol town centre, and
that's a shithole to drive as well.
Yeah, I know.
It's horrendous.
Horrible drive.
Whoever keeps putting your fucking stupid cones outside your house in Bristol so I can't park there, go fuck off. It's so annoying.
And barbed wire. I'll explain why the barbed wire in a minute. But so anyway, it's a 2-day job. So, and obviously I've cleaned up my food and that, and you get like constipated and that, like when you clean up your food. And I'm eating a lot of chicken and all that bullshit. And anyway, first day going down to Bristol, I'm like, oh fuck, I need a piss real bad. And like, so I pulled up like probably 10 minutes away from site, quickly hop out, and it's standstill traffic still, right? Coming past, because I'm parked like next to like traffic lights. I didn't give a fuck. Like, if I gotta go, I gotta go.
You don't care.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like, and so I was like, where am I? Because I'm looking at an industrial estate, but there's like a bush, but I can also see like a tent in this bush. So it's obviously someone's probably partly living there, probably partly gone to get a fix or something. I don't know. Fucking...
I know, and with like the things as well nowadays, it's like, again, people who own shops and fucking stuff like that. Years ago, you'd feel comfortable to walk in, like, can I use your toilet? Now they're just arrogant. Like, can I use your toilet? They're going to tell you to go fuck off.
Yeah,
like, wow, you're definitely, they're going to be like, you're going to walk out and they're going to be like, fucking hell, he's shit. Anyway, carry on.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm there and I jump out and there's this bush. So I ran into this bush, like busting for a piss. I get caught up in all of this barbed wire, like next to this fence. And like, fuck, I don't give a fuck at this point. My trousers are ripped to shreds before I even get to site, before I even start my job. So I'm there, and had me piss. And as soon as I get back in the car, I'm like, oh my god, I now need a shit. So I fucking jumped back in this bush. I'm like, fuck, what am I gonna wipe my ass with? So I was like, what did I use in it? I can't remember what I used. Like, it was probably a sock, because that's what I use most of the time if I'm in desperate needs. So anyway, I do the deeds, have a shit in this bush, get out, go rock into site, absolutely, my legs cut up a bit because I'm fucking been in this barbed wire. And anyway, do day one, so I'm fucking back there day two, like, oh, here we go. And at this point, I haven't had the shit from the day before. And so anyway, I'm just literally got into Bristol city centre, and there's 3 lanes of driving. But 10 minutes before that, I've got to mention is I tried this new protein shake, because I've got 50. It's one of these UFit protein shakes. It's got 50 grams of protein in it. So I was like, neck that fucker off. And I'm like there, and all of a sudden I get this chill come down me. Do you know the chill? The hairs are sweating.
You're literally shouting at yourself.
Yeah, and I was going, what the fuck am I going to do? What the fuck am I going to do?
To yourself.
I rung the missus.
You ring someone, and you're like trying to take your mind off it.
That's what I was trying to do.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know what to do. And as I was thinking about it more, it was there. And I was like, what am I going to do?
To the point where if you cough, it's going.
Yeah. And so I'm there, right? And I'm looking around my car going, what do I do? Shit in my like bag, my rucksack, or I've got a lunchbox. Do I empty my lunch and just fucking shit in that? And anyway, so there's like cars either side of me.
Right.
And the things that were going through my head at this time was like, fuck, what about if someone sees me and I'm getting like spotted in Bristol and it like gets sent to my work and like
your sign written car as well.
I know, yeah. And fuck, I don't know what I would do. Like, how would I explain that to HR? But anyway, I'm there, like cars either side of me, and so I'm like, fuck, I've hung up on her, and I'm like, pull my cacks down like to the slightest. Anyway, in the meantime, I found a plastic bag on the floor of my fucking passenger footwell.
Oh my god.
So I'm like, fuck it, let's just send it into that. So I fucking fully sent it into that. And and the fucking smell. Right? I done it into this bag and it's fucking thinking about it now, like how we didn't go all over my I got the perfect shot, like
I don't know how you're not covered in shit.
No. Well, my arse and that like must have been, but what I done was because I'm having to like look either side while I'm doing it as well, because if someone sees me, because obviously you get lorries and that, and they're higher than you, they see down, and fucking I'm there like I'm like, fuck, what am I gonna wipe with? Because it fucking stunk. Like, I can't go to site like this on day 2. Like, after day 1, I've been covered in like barbed wire and shit. And so I get my gym top out my bag and just started fucking wiping my ass with that. Yeah, but yeah, anyway, we got to site, we got the job done, we got it signed off, and yeah, that's what mattered to me at the time. So,
Bicker 1, lunchbox nil.
Oh yeah, and that's what happened, like, because it was in this black bag, like the carrier bag. I fucking, because I couldn't just. Everyone said to me, "Why didn't you chuck it outside?" What, when I'm on a main road into Bristol, cars left and right of me.
Traffic, and you've got the window down next to you. And you're
what do you think I'm going to say? It's like piping to make a cake or something like that. Like,
steaming bag of shit.
So, I had a spare lunchbox in the footwear that I found as well. So I just plumbed it in that. I left it in my car all day and then binned it when I got home.
Oh, mate, that's fucking coughing. Oh, that's enough to make you feel sick, that, honestly.
Yeah, that's just a normal day in Jamie's life.
That is literally a normal day in your life as well. The amount of times, like, I get like that when I need a wee. It's like, the other week I was on the M25 and I was fucking, you're not allowed to go on the side, and I was dying for a wee, man. I was literally busting for a wee. And I'm thinking, fuck it, like, I've got to go. So I pull off on the side of the M25 into one of like these little cut-ins. Yeah. And I fucking pulled in. I opened the door. I'm about to have a piss. And I'm literally milliseconds from like going for a wee. And like, you know, when you get past the point of no return, you're like, fuck. And you can't stop when you're weeing.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't work. And like, I don't like pissing in bottles or anything. But I'm literally about to let the first little dribble out, and a fucking highway service car, you know, like that.
That's happened to me.
They pulled up on me while I was there. I've got my cock out, so I've quickly whacked it back in my shorts, and I've got to get back in my car. And I've got in my car, and I've just sped off, like, not even said hello.
That happened to me though, but on the is it M23 on the way down to Brighton?
Yeah.
So that happened to me there, but I pulled into the SOS bit.
Yeah.
And he's pulled behind me, and I've literally finished, and he comes. What's the problem, mate? Not starting. So I like have to get out of the car, pretend like there's something wrong with my car. I'm like, what did I say? The oil lights just come on, mate. I need to have a check. Are you carrying on, mate? Yeah. Fucking got in the car and fucked off quick. But yeah, that's happened to me. It's like,
I jumped back and I had to hold it for another 5 miles. Honestly, I was fucking like, you know when it hurts? I had like tears in my eyes. So I'm like, I'm gonna piss myself. I'm gonna wee myself. I'm scared of I don't carry spare clothes for me to work, so like, I know one day I'm gonna piss myself. Like, and I'm not gonna rock up in like my gym shorts, and, like super like skimpy and high and really tight, and I rock up like fucking don't mess with a Zohan. Hello, like no, my name is Borat. It's nice.
See, him and his missus are split up as well.
Oh, it's Sacha Baron Cohen.
Yeah.
I don't even know who was his missus.
That Isla. Do you know the one out of Wedding Crashers? Do you know you watch Wedding Crashers? Vince Vaughn.
Yeah, I've seen it. I don't remember him. No, but he's a funny. He's funny in some things. Some things he's not. Like, it's a bit cringe, you know. But it's funny. But anyway, I'm gonna call it there. Yeah, if you're here, please leave a review, like it, share it with your friends and all that. And actually, I'm not really one for doing like ads or anything like that, but I will say, if you're from the Wiltshire area, check out Revive Artworks, because I've been getting some canvases from them, and
they look
fucking sick. I've got
two
here.
Sick.
I've got that new one there, the Dragon Ball Z one, and it's fucking sick. I just got to find somewhere to put it. And they're cheap, good quality, and it's a local business. So I'm not going to advertise on here, but as I literally bought something from there and I thought it was fucking sick.
What's their Instagram?
Just at Revive Artworks. Yeah, Facebook, Revive Artworks. And I'll actually on my Instagram I'll post something and at them in it as well, because I am going to share it because it's fucking sick. So don't forget Instagram. You can just look for Breeze and Bants podcast. On Twitter, Breeze and Bants podcast. Facebook, Breeze and Bants podcast. TikTok, Breeze and Bants podcast. So any social media. And I'm also going to start uploading the podcast as a YouTube video with a still frame. So if you want to go on there, hit subscribe, like it, and just like and share everything with your friends. Please, 5-star reviews on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Peace out.
Bye-bye.